Hello, my lovely Tauruses. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This reading in particular is going to cover this week that I'm uploading it for, and till the end of next week, so the 28th. Okay, so between now and the 28th of January, I am going to dive into it. This week is a little bit of a just a casual week for me. As you might be able to tell, no intros, no outros, no switching of the cameras. I'm just gonna do the readings this week, just because I got some pains and I just don't really feel like editing, so I'm gonna dive into it. All right, my lovely angels, let's see. For my Tauruses this week, please, Spirit. All right, let's split it as I usually do. All right. Your overall energy this week, my lovely Tauruses, is the Seven of Pentacles. So this tells me that this week you will be feeling like you've had a lot of work lately and you're still working on these things. This tells me you'll be quite busy working on things that you've been working on for a while. There might be a feeling of being quite exhausted, to be honest, when this card comes in, because again, he's waiting for things to harvest after everything he's been doing. So you guys definitely feel at that point. But this tells me that in due time, things will really start paying off for you. So don't give up when that card comes in. Your challenge this week is the Page of Pentacles. This means that there might be something that you're feeling like you need to start. Usually this is my card of like taking the first step into something that will really help you grow and evolve. So for some of you, I do sense some expansion here, but of course the challenge is that we need to take the first step to expand. Currently, what you're probably feeling is that things aren't really moving forward, even though you're really trying to, you're staying consistent, you're still pushing, but it just feels like something needs to be added to what you're doing. So a new energy, a new for example, if this is like work, for example, and it's in your career, then you might need to add something new into it for it to really blossom and grow the way that you want and desire it, okay? Almost as if we're imagining him planting these seeds and, they're doing okay, but he wants them to be huge. He wants a really big harvest. So if you want a big harvest, you're going to need some fertilizer or something, it's something to bring about a bit of a catalyst. Sometimes you need to bring in a change to create even more change. So just shifting something this week and taking the first step into something could be quite beneficial. For some of you, this could be like a stream of income, a new stream of income, or something to expand your current income, or again, your growth. All right, now what to focus on this week is a Page of Swords. Again, a lot coming through to do with like education or learning something new. Page of Swords speaks of curiosity, so what to focus on here is feeding that. There is a side to you that clearly here is wanting something new, and instead of giving up on what you're already doing, because some of you might be tempted to do that if that new energy, that you're desiring is coming through, it's not to quit what you're doing. It's to make it a bit more enjoyable and to dive into something that you enjoy to dive into. Information, knowledge with that Page of Swords. With the Page of Pentacles too, it definitely is learning something new, but grounding that, actually taking action on it, not just educating yourself on it, but actually applying that to your day-to-day life. For example, there could be some people around you who are a little bit, who definitely could be watching you from a distance when the Page of Swords comes in. Usually is somebody who is keeping tabs on you, keeping an eye on you. Maybe not with the best of intentions with the Page of Swords, someone who might be a little bit angry with you or feeling as though they just are very curious about you. I guess what to focus on in that sense is to kind of show off what you got. For some of you, of course, don't go crazy in proving people wrong, but in this sense, if people are watching you, then give them something to watch. But of course, take that with a grain of salt, as they say. Now, in terms of your recent past, the Sun card tells me that you've actually been in a really good place. The Sun card is a card of joy, optimism, happiness, really good card for growth. It's the best card in the deck, so you've been through a period of sunshine. This may not be speaking about the past, but definitely is the recent past. Something good has been happening, and maybe this is why in the current energy you're like if you feel like you're slowing down. You're not slowing down. This is like an energy of like euphoria and like really great things. but you're having to keep consistent with that. You're having to kind of keep growing with that. It's very normal to have a high and to feel like you're crashing down, but you're not. Not everything can feel like the Sun card all the time. So I would say that is your advice, to be honest, is to still enjoy your present moment. Don't compare yourself to past energy or how things were lately. You're not slowing down, seeing that you're actually being pushed to speed up a little bit, but in your own time. The Sun card is a really good energy of really being in clear intentions, whether that is like truth is revealed and everything is how it says it is. It just is a really positive energy that you guys have lately, been in. Your strengths this week, Taurus, is a Page of Wands. We have a lot of pages coming through in your reading, which really highlights like new things, like stepping into new positions or, stepping into new things. You have to start out as a page to then get into that Queen and King position. So this kind of tells me that you are really trying to implement like new things in your life this week. The time frame that we're doing this for, in terms of money and investments and growth, in terms of intellect, communication and information, and also in terms of curiosity and creativity and ambition. So this is really good. This tells me that your strengths will really be in having fun this week, okay, and bringing that into what you're doing. So this could be good for your hobbies. Your hobbies could be becoming a bit of like a support system for you, something that can be quite therapeutic or fun, that takes a little bit of the weight off your shoulders from the other things that you're doing. Some of you, this is kind of a call for socializing as well. There could be the need to reach out to that friend who, gives you those good vibes this week. Now, in terms of your near future, the Nine of Cups, so that's wish fulfillment coming up for you guys. What's interesting is he's actually filling up his own cups here. So for a lot of you, you are your savior. There is this quote saying, where it's like, no one's coming to save you. This is something that you have to do for yourself. And it does feel like you're giving yourself satisfaction. You are giving yourself some wish fulfillment by taking action, by doing these things that you're doing now. Really has a really big impact on you in the near future when it comes down to your happiness. So keep pushing, keep going. Follow your gut instincts when it's telling you to try new things and bring new energies into play, because I really like what this is doing, all right? And again, you have to start somewhere. Given that we have all these pages, this tells me that in the future, in all these areas, if you keep consistent with it, then you will master the things that you're trying out. So it is a good energy. Your emotions this week is the King of Pentacles. That is your card, Taurus. So again, you're really focusing on maybe, the materialistic side of things, paying bills, starting the companies, building the business, being stable, focusing on the home. You're focusing on the material things. So in terms of your emotions, this is a card of stability and abundance. So this feels good to me. It's not a bad card to have in the position of your emotions, although it is not a cups card. It's not directly speaking about your emotions. In fact, the only cups card you have is in the future position. So I think that you're okay in your emotional side of things. At least you're stable. I think you're focusing on other things in your life this week. Your environment is the Seven of Wands, so could be feeling like there's a lot of challenges at the moment, coming up against you, whether that's people's opinions, whether you're in competition with people. The Seven of Wands is a card of, despite the odds, you will be successful. So even if it looks like there's a lot against you right now in your environment, people, situations, challenges, you will be successful over those. So just keep pushing, keep fighting the good fight, as they say. Because you will overcome the challenges that you're facing when it comes down to your environment. Now, in terms of your hopes this week, is to step into the Magician energy. This is a card of manifesting, understanding that if we can dream this thing, if we can imagine ourselves doing something or bringing something to life, then you can definitely bring it into your reality. So this is really kind of merging the two worlds together of what we want and what we desire, what we imagine ourselves to have, and actually having it. So the Magician is a good energy because this is your hopes. It's an energy you want to step into, as being able to master things a bit more. Some of you, this definitely could be, building more skills in your workspace, This is about having, being resourceful is a desire of yours. So of course you are already the magician, so it just means you just have to step into it. Having confidence, believing in yourself, and having that faith in the universe that because you're deserving, it will follow through. An overall energy for the week is a 5 of Cups, so just pay attention to this. And this is the second Cups card that we have, so it is revealing a little bit here maybe how you are feeling emotionally. I think you're not focusing on it because there's not a lot of good emotions there. I think you're trying to just be stable in your life and focus on what you're building for yourself, which is good. Just make sure we're not paying much attention to what feels like it's failing. If something does not work this week, don't get caught up on the emotions of it, because there's always silver lining, as you can see. And in this case, it's what is still left, what you can do with what is left. And again, that's calling for you to step into who you want to be already, because the magician is resourceful. He's not worried about what's not working or the current reality that you're living. He's focusing on how he sees his life and where he wants it to go and what he can do now to get there. So that would be your advice, really, is to step into that magician energy, to be resourceful, to try and be as optimistic as possible, of course, to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, what you're going to gain rather than what you've lost. It's just switching the narrative a little bit. I am going to pull you some extra cards, because why not? Let's see. The Taurus, please, this week. You have be strong. Let me just make sure there's no nudity on the card. It's okay. This says, I pull myself up and I do what needs to be done. Be strong this week. I know some of you don't like hearing that because you feel like you've been strong for a long time, and I can totally understand that. This week, especially with what I said with that 9 of Cups, it's almost like you are being called to be the one that helps yourself here, to pull yourself up and to do what you need to do to get to that really good position where you can relax and bathe in that abundance that you're building for yourself. I'm going to pull you some tea leaf tarot. I know some people have been missing this. The Taurus. Okay, so you have actually quite a lot. I wouldn't usually take it, but I zoned out just that. You have past, pay attention to your finances. I think that is what you're trying to build up on, to be honest. You then have scales, keep your life in balance. You have ear, some good news is coming up for you guys this week. Torch, spiritual development and enlightenment, awareness and understanding. That's what you guys are doing this week. You have the Ball, which is a you guys. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. You have Archway, new beginnings, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up for you. Fire, dealing with strong emotions, passionate love or hate. Moon, changes in your life. And Tower, building a solid foundation and success with efforts. Alrighty, my angels, I will roll the dice for you. Sorry. We have, I believe this is Pluto. You have Virgo energy, okay? Could be dealing with a Virgo, could have Virgo in your chart. Virgo is all about being organized, focusing on your health and your career, so of being of service. So you guys could definitely be focusing on that area of your life. You also have the number 1, could be significant. This is to do with your identity. That could be what's changing, how you it is kind of like the magician energy. How you show up to the world is what you get back. So I think that's what the area that's changing and transforming. And Pluto energy is really kind of digging out the things that have been hiding under the surface, and bringing about some like radical transformation and rebirths, So I think you're changing. I think you are going through a massive shift within yourself. But it's because of the things that you're actually doing, to be honest with you, if I'm looking at your reading here. So there we go, Taurus. I love you guys. I really hope this reading was okay for you. I am in a little bit of discomfort, so I just want to make sure that the readings are okay for you, even when I'm feeling this way. So let me know down below. I send you my love. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.